The rest of the news, this is Dan Earhart. It was a Wednesday morning, much like this one, April 18th, 1906. The San Francisco earthquake struck. The epicenter was a couple of miles offshore and somewhere around a magnitude 8. It was felt up in Oregon, down in Los Angeles, and out in Nevada. It's still the greatest natural disaster to ever occur in California. In Japan, they have cat cafes. They're like internet cafes. They have that too, but with cats. People who don't have a cat at home like to stop in after work, unwind, and pet a cat. Sounds simple enough, but animal rights activists think the cats are being exploited. They say that from morning to night, these cats are being stroked by people they don't even know. So for now, the cat cafes will have to start closing at 8 in the evening later on this year. But that's just when all the action's getting started. People are off work, really want to pet a cat. They have fake trees to climb, carpet to sink their claws into, and the cats look pretty happy, really, in the pictures posted on the Rest of the News Facebook page. Cartoon in today's Christian Science Monitor shows a sunglassed Secret Service agent with a coil cord earpiece pouring drinks from a decanter for a lady friend who asks, "Aren't you afraid you're going to get in trouble?" To which the Secret Service agent replies, "No, my wife is at a lavish GSA conference in Vegas." And that's both of this week's news stories. And that's the truth. This one's already funny, a comedy about Richard Nixon. It's a satire from Harry Shearer of Spinal Tap and the voice of Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. It's called Nixon's the One. But it won't be seen in the States. It's a British 30-minute show set for B-Sky B's Arts channel Thursday of next week. Shearer, who plays Nixon, says it lacks controversy, which it would require to be a hit in America. He says that he's always been obsessed with Nixon, as he grew up in a Democratic household in California, where Nixon was much reviled. Here's the deal. All the lines in the script, which also features Henry Goodman as Henry Kissinger, are taken verbatim from 198 hours of those Oval Office secret tapes made by Nixon himself and released in 2008 by his presidential library. Shearer says they use camera work that looks like high-quality surveillance video. Again, pictures on the Rest of the News Facebook page. The National Space Symposium continues this week at the Broadmoor Hotel in Colorado Springs. Yesterday, astrophysicist, TV personality, and director of the New York Planetarium, and guy with a great-sounding name, Neil deGrasse Tyson, gave the kickoff speech in which he advocated doubling NASA's budget. He said space is a $300 billion industry worldwide, and NASA's just a little piece of it. But it drives the economy and inspires dreams, like the early rockets inspired tail fins on cars in the late 50s. Bring them back. If you want to learn about developing iPad apps, you can do so for free with an online program from Carnegie Mellon University. And at 4 top schools, you can now enroll in complete online courses for free, complete with discussions, evaluations, even deadlines, at Princeton, Stanford, Penn, and Michigan. This is the day when in 1912 the Carpathia arrived in New York with survivors from the Titanic. In 1910, 500,000 signatures demanding women's right to vote were delivered to the U.S. Capitol. It was state by state, 10 more years before women could vote all across America from sea to shining sea. Hey, pot smokers, don't forget, Friday is your big day, 420. More about that tomorrow on The Rest of the News. This is Dan Earhart.